And if you didn't have Aaron Rodgers dancing around back there and escaping, they might have given up 10 sacks in this game.
The date is November 1st, 2015. The 6-0 Green Bay Packers are going into Denver for one of, if not the most anticipated game of the season, versus 6-0 Denver Broncos. But the Broncos were actually the underdog, at home, only the second time in the last 4 seasons, and this is because the once-feared Peyton Manning was looking washed. The Sheriff had a terrible performance Week 1 versus the Ravens, and many were concerned, but they still won. 6 weeks later, things still weren't looking any better for Peyton, but somehow they were still 6-0. How? Well, here's how. The 2015 Bronco defense, also known as no-fly zone, was the best in the league. They went into the game tied for second in points allowed and first in sacks. The defensive coordinator was 38-year veteran Wade Phillips, and the defense was led by Aqib Talib, Chris Harris Jr., TJ Ward, Darian Stewart, Bradley Roby, DeMarcus Ware, and featured Super Bowl 50 MVP Von Miller. But on this Mount November night on primetime would be their biggest test, going up against who many call the greatest throw of the football and the undefeated Green Bay Packers. Let's just say they made a statement. The Packers came into the game leading the league with 66 first quarter points. Denver held them to 0, and that first quarter set the tone for the rest of the game. In fact, Rodgers was hit 4 times on Green Bay's first drive alone. Rodgers finished the game 14 for 22 for a grand total of 77 yards, the lowest in his career in a game he wasn't knocked out with injury. He was sacked 3 times and hit several more. Denver even forced a safety in this thrashing. The yards difference was 500 to 140, a difference of 360 yards. Even crazier, washed Peyton Manning threw for 340 on the Packers' number 1 ranked defense in points allowed and was sacked 0 times by the Packers' tied for second ranked sack defense. An all-around dominant performance. Peyton wasn't asked to do much as he went 21 for 29 and his running backs combined for 161 yards on 34 carries. The Denver defense held Eddie Lacy to 38 yards and Green Bay's leading receiver was Randall Cobb with 6 catches for 27 yards. Many say this is the game that broke the Packers, as they finished the season 10-6. And even though Peyton got progressively worse over the rest of the season, Denver still won the Super Bowl off the backs of their all-time great defense. They ranked number 1 in yards per game, number 1 in passing yards per game, number 1 in total sacks, 3rd against the run, 3rd in defensive touchdowns, and 4th in scoring. Speaking of the Super Bowl, let me know who you got in the comments, the Rams or the Bengals. And I'm out. Thanks for watching. Peace.